Welcome back to the lecture number 7. Today we are going to see one more example on Sylvester theorem. So example is, if A is equal to XXXX matrix, then use Sylvester theorem to prove that e to the power A is equal to e to the power x into cos hx, sin hx, sin hx and cos hx. Now given matrix is all elements are XXX. Now we first find out lambda I minus A. This is our first step. So lambda I minus A is lambda minus x and minus x minus x. Okay. Next step is find out determinant of lambda I minus A is equal to 0. So determinant of lambda I minus A is lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A is equal to 0. So lambda square minus S1 is sum of diagonal elements, so x plus x into lambda plus determinant of A, x square minus x square is equal to 0. So lambda square minus 2x lambda is equal to 0. It is equal to lambda in bracket lambda minus 2x is equal to 0. So lambda is equal to 0 and lambda is equal to 2x. Next, second step is, the first we denote it by lambda 1 is equal to 0 and lambda 2 is equal to 2x. Next is we find out phi of lambda. So phi of lambda, it is equal to lambda square minus 2x lambda. Phi dash of lambda, it become 2 lambda minus 2x. Then z of lambda we want next. So for z of lambda we want adjoint of lambda I minus a. Adjoint of lambda I minus a is interchanging diagonal element. So both the diagonal elements are same, so it remains same, and changing the sign of non-diagonal elements. So this will be adjoint of a matrix. Now z of lambda, it is equal to 1 upon phi of lambda. Phi of lambda is, adjoint formula is adjoint of lambda I minus a divided by phi dash of lambda. So this is 1 upon 2 lambda minus 2x in matrix lambda minus x, x, x and lambda minus x. Now first find out z of lambda 1, then z of lambda 2. So find out one by one. Z of lambda 1, z of lambda 1, it is equal to z of 0 because lambda 1 value is 0. So this is equal to z of 0, which is 1 upon 2 lambda. So 2 into 0 minus 2x. In matrix it is lambda minus x, lambda minus x. So lambda is 0, so minus x, x, x and minus x. So what is the remaining term? The denominator is minus 2x. So 1 by 2 outside and divided by minus x. So it become 1, minus 1 and 1. Okay, this is z of lambda 1. Next we want z of lambda 2. So z of lambda 2 is equal to z of 2x. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by 2x minus 2x multiplied by lambda minus x. So 2x minus x, then x, x and 2x minus x. So simplify it further, it is equal to 1 upon 4x minus 2x is 1 upon 2x and 2x minus x is x. So x, 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 x. So this is 1 by 2 times, if we divide it by x we get 1, 1, 1, 1. Now this is z of lambda 2. So what is Sylvester theorem statement? Here it is P of A is equal to e to the power A. E to the power A. Now P of lambda 1 is P of 0. So e to the power 0 is 1. And P of lambda 2 is equal to e to the power 2x. So it remain as it is, e to the power 2x. Next is sixth step, statement of Sylvester theorem is P of A is equal to P of lambda 1 into Z of lambda 1 plus P of lambda 2 into Z of lambda 2. So P of A is e to the power A, P of lambda 1 is 1, Z of lambda 1 is 1 by 2 times 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 plus P of lambda 2 is e to the power 2x divided by 2. Matrix is 1 1 1 1. Okay, so this is 1 by 2 times 1 by 2 times 1 plus e to the power 2x. Second is 1 minus 1 plus e to the power 2x. So it can be written as e to the power 2x minus 1. Then next is minus 1 again plus e to the power 2x, and it is 1 plus e to the power 2x. So this is equal to 1 plus e to the power 2x divided by 2. Then e to the power 2x minus 1 divided by 2. Minus 1 plus e to the power 2x divided by 2. And this is 1 plus e to the power 2x divided by 2. But what we want answer in the form of cos hx, sin hx, sin hx, cos hx. So if we divide it by e to the power x, e to the power minus x, e to the power minus x, see what happen. It is equal to 1 plus e to the power 2x by 2 as it is, and then e to the power 2x minus 1 divided by 2, this is next term is e to the power 2x minus 1 divided by 2, and 1 plus e to the power 2x divided by 2. Now we keep this 1 upon e to the power minus x as it is, and we shift this e to the power minus x inside the bracket. So e to the 1 upon e to the power minus x as it is, it become e to the power minus x plus e to the power minus x into e to the power 2x divided by 2. Then e to the power minus x into e to the power 2x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. Then e to the power 2 minus x into e to the power 2x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. And next is e to the power minus x plus e to the power 2x into e to the power minus x divided by 2. So this is equal to e to the power x in matrix form. It is equal to e to the power minus x, e to the power 2x minus x is x. So it is e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2. Next, again this is e to the power x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. Next is e to the power x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2, and this is e to the power x plus e to the power minus x divided by 2. I have written first positive term and then negative term of exponential power. So formula for e to the power x plus e to the power minus x by 2 is cos hx. So this become e to the power x in cos hx, then sin hx, and cos hx. This is the formula for sin hx and cos hx. So we can directly substitute it in the form of formula. So we got the answer e to the power a is equal to e to the power x into cos hx, sin hx, and cos hx. So hence we can prove this by using Sylvester theorem also. Similarly, you can find out any power of a matrix. So you can find out inverse of a matrix, you can find out a to the power 2, a to the power 5, 50, say 100. So like that we can find out any power of a matrix by using Sylvester theorem. So we can prove any statement by Sylvester theorem, we can find out express polynomial by using Sylvester theorem, we can find out inverse by Sylvester theorem, as well as any power by using Sylvester theorem. So these are the basic uses of Sylvester theorem. Now see, in this question, if a is given, then find a to the power 20 by using Sylvester theorem. So a to the power 20 will be our statement, and then we follow same procedure. So first is find out lambda I minus A matrix. So it is equal to lambda minus 1 minus 2 0 and lambda minus 3. Then determinant of lambda I minus a is equal to 0. So this is lambda square minus s1 lambda plus determinant of a is equal to 0. So lambda square minus s1 is sum of diagonal element plus determinant of a is 3 minus 0. It is equal to 0. So lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 is equal to 0. What are the roots? Roots are lambda is equal to 1 and 3. Next, lambda 1 is equal to 1 and lambda 2 is equal to 3. So here second step is phi of lambda. Phi of lambda is lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 is plus 3. Then phi dash of lambda is 2 lambda minus 4. So third step is find out z of lambda, which is adjoint of lambda I minus a divided by phi dash of lambda. So phi dash of lambda is 1 upon 2 lambda minus 4 and phi dash adjoint matrix is interchanging diagonal element. So here we get lambda minus 3 lambda minus 1 and changing the sign of non-diagonal element. Then find out z of lambda 1, that is z of 1, which is equal to 1 upon 2 minus 4. 1 minus 3, 2, 0, 1 minus 1. So it is equal to 1 upon minus 2, minus 2, 2, 0, 0. Then if we divide it by minus 2, we will get 1, minus 1, 0, 0. Z of lambda 1. Next, z of lambda 2 we want. So z of lambda 2 is equal to z of 3. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 into 3 is 6 minus 4. Then 3 minus 3 is 0, 2, 0, 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2 times 0, 2, 0, 2. So it is equal to 0, 0, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. Z of lambda 2. Then find out P of A. P of A is a to the power 20. So P of lambda 1 is 1 to the power 20. It is equal to 1. P of lambda 2 is 3 to the power 20. So we keep this 3 to the power 20 as it is instead of find out. So 3 to the power 20. Then write down statement and find out the answer for statement of Sylvester theorem is P of A is equal to P of lambda 1 Z of lambda 1 plus P of lambda 2 Z of lambda 2. Now a to the power 20 become 1 into 1 minus 1 0 0 plus 3 into 3 to the power 20 0 1 0 1. So it is 1 minus 1 0 0 plus 0 0 3 to the power 20 3 to the power 20. So adding it you will get 1, then minus 1 plus 3 to the power 20 plus 0 plus 3 to the power 20. So in this way we can find out power also. So if you have any doubt in Sylvester theorem, you can put your doubt in comment box. Thank you very much.